The sun is shining, the birds are singing, and that can only mean one thing: summer is on its way. And that means that today is as good a day as any to go clean your AC before the dog days of summer hit. Cleaning your AC is going to help it last longer, run more efficiently, and help keep you cooler as the temperatures rise. You got this. My name is Emily Kistler. I am a mobile certified RV repair tech based here in Las Vegas, and this is RV Repairwoman. So a real quick rundown of how your AC works so you can understand how important cleaning it is. Your AC doesn't create cold air, it creates colder air. Stick with me. Your AC pulls in warm air from your RV into its air intake and then pulls that air across a bunch of cold coils and then pushes that now colder air down into your RV. Those coils are what we're going to be cleaning today. The more we block airflow across those coils, the less efficient your AC is going to work. The less efficient it is, the longer it has to run to get your RV down to the temperature that you want. The longer the AC is running, the more the compressor inside of it is working. Your AC has a small compressor in it that is pushing refrigerant around the AC. That's what's getting those condenser coils cold. But your compressor, like any other component, has a lifespan. So the more it runs, the more you're digging into that lifespan. And unfortunately, the compressor is really the only part of the AC that we cannot replace. When that thing goes bad, you have to replace the entire AC. So we want that compressor to run as little as possible while still bringing your RV down to temperature. You with me? The way you can help that compressor out is by cleaning your coils so we get the best airflow possible across the coils. I personally recommend doing this cleaning 2 times a year. Once in the spring before your AC is about to be run a whole lot, and then once again in the fall after it's been running all summer. Here's the step-by-step guide of how you're gonna do this. Step 1. Turn off your AC breaker. This is going to cut power to your AC so we don't electrocute ourselves during this process. I'm a fan. Step 2, we're gonna get up on the roof. A quick side note. I personally do not trust the ladders that come pre-attached to RVs. I have seen more than one of them that was screwed into almost nothing. I have seen more than one of them where travel has had the screws in them work themselves out. I have seen too many of them that are missing screws. Basically, I would use that ladder with caution. If you have not been up on your roof recently, if you have not used that ladder in a minute, make sure those screws are tight. And then just give it a little tug to make sure it's not going anywhere before you start climbing up. I personally, for my business, for insurance reasons, don't use those ladders attached to the back of RVs. I drive around with my own ladder. I'll have a link in the description to the super compact extension ladder that I use and love. But that's just my caveat. Those ladders scare me and I just don't want anyone to get injured on them. But anyway, you have used your favorite ladder of choice to get up on the roof. You are going to remove the outer and inner shrouds of your AC. Whether you have a Dometic or a Coleman, the outer shroud is just going to be a piece of plastic with 4 screws on top. You're going to unscrew those, and then with a little shimmy action, take that bad boy off, flip it upside down, and put it off to the side. If it is a windy day, take your tool bag or something and pop it in there, because that guy can act like a kite if the wind catches it and just blow it away. Now for the inner shroud. If you are on a Coleman, you're gonna need to pull out a screwdriver. I personally love my 11-in-1, I use it for this, and you're going to need to remove a ton of screws in order to get that front piece to go forward. Note, the first time I did this, I thought I had to remove every screw that I saw. Not the case. The ones that are just going into the sides, you don't need to touch, but the ones coming from the front and along the top lip, you do need to remove. If you are on a Dometic, You get the easy route. As soon as you get that outer shroud off, there's just going to be a big piece of styrofoam that you can just lift up. Again, put off to the side, make sure it doesn't blow away. Step 3, you should now be looking at something like this. If you look down, you should probably be able to see into your rig. We are going to put down a towel or a rag just to cover that hole so we don't spray anything down into our loved ones below. Another quick note, now is a great time to look and see if you have one of these sticking up into your coils. It is called a freeze sense. It is what allows the AC to know if those coils are getting so cold that they are developing ice and freezing, which is also going to make the system run poorly. A lot of manufacturers aren't great about actually sticking that bad boy in where he is supposed to be. And sometimes it's just put somewhere random. If it was a short guy doing the install, it's a little too low. If it was a tall guy, it's way up high. If you are in a Coleman, that freeze sense should be about a fist width from the side and about 3 coil heights up. If you are on a Dometic, editing Emily here, I totally botched how I said it when I recorded. On a Dometic, the freeze sense should be on the same side as the compressor. It's usually the left-hand side, and it should be about halfway up. Step 4, you're gonna pull out your foaming cleaner. These things are gonna come with an adorable top that looks a little fuzzy, like this. And the other thing you wanna look for is if it says self-rinsing. If it doesn't say self-rinsing, that means you're gonna have an added step where you go back up a little later, clean it off. I'm lazy, so I want the stuff that lets me do this in as few steps as possible. So the first thing you're going to do is use the adorable cap and run it vertically, very carefully up the fins. This is going to knock out any extra dirt or grime and help straighten any of those fins that may have cocked off to a weird angle. You can see from mine that we got just a little bit of dirt off of there. This is just getting any big clumps of dirt out of the way so that the spray can do its job. Then step 5, you are going to give your cleaner a good shake and liberally spray it all over the coils. It is going to expand. It's very satisfying to watch. And once you do it, you can just walk away. Don't worry about spraying the freeze sense. It lives outside. It's okay that it gets a little cleaner on it. Then step 6, all you're gonna do is walk around to the other side of your AC. You're gonna see another set of coils that look very similar to the set that you were just looking at, and you're going to do the brush and the spray again to that side. And then you're done with all the hard part. Go ahead and re-screw back together your inner shroud if you have a Coleman-Mach. If you have a Dometic, put that piece of foam back on, and then put your outer shroud back on, screw it down, and you can go ahead and get off your roof and go have a celebratory mimosa because you cleaned your AC all by yourself. Like I said, this is not a very sexy process, but it can save you thousands of dollars in the long run if you're not having to replace your AC as often because we're allowing that compressor to run less frequently. Woohoo! There are a ton of reasons why you might not want to do this yourself. I totally get it. Some people don't love heights. Some people are not mobile enough to get up on their roof. Like, it is totally okay to pay someone to do this, but also it'll take you like 10 minutes and can save you a lot of money in the long run. If you are in the Las Vegas area and want someone to come clean your AC for you, hi, hello, my name is Emily. You can check out my services at rvrepairwoman.com. Or if you would like to learn other maintenance items that you can do by yourself super quick and easy without having to pay anybody, I have an ultimate guide to RV maintenance. The link is in the description, and I will email that sucker to you so you can RV with confidence that you're giving your rig the love that it needs. If you found this helpful, please click subscribe and I will give you more RV tips and tricks that most techs aren't going to tell you every week. This has been RV Repairwoman. You've got this.